Okay. Still quiet. Okay. I actually see my audio levels finally. Yay. Why am I not? Why is audio not going out? Why does the OBS hates me, guys? I'm so sorry. The only thing I haven't turned up right now is my Razer microphone, which I have turned up in another spot. So, oh, I hear me. Quiet. Okay, I think I got audio now. Okay, is it just me or is it everybody? Tommy, can you hear me? Great. No Chris. Son of a bitch, why not? I'm guessing no. Discord right there. Discord device connected or not available. So for some reason, Discord is that damn thing not working? I see what the problem is. Please, no, right there. Voice chat. Son of a bitch. Okay, can you guys say something real quick? No, it's not. Let me try removing the source and putting it back in. Voice chat. God damn it, son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't see you guys there. Discord audio is here. Oh, this is gonna break things. I'm gonna break things. So if this doesn't work, I'm sorry. And welcome, Jameis. I appreciate you being here. Let's this is gonna hurt. This should just be the audio source. Okay, let's audio source. Audio input capture, right? No, audio output capture. We're calling it Discord. Why can't this thing just work from week to week? I don't touch it. Device default. Sure, that works maybe? Let's see. Please say something. Nope. I can hear you through mine. Properties. Let's try. Wavelink voice chat. How about now, Chris? What is going on here? Media source, that's that. Okay. Why did this change? This irritates me to no end. Yeah, okay, that's a great idea. We can just act and they can do their own dialogue. That'd be really good. Might be better than what we're doing. Let's try that. I need one of you to make noise in a relatively consistent manner or talk or something. Nope, that's not it. Fucking shit. Jesus.
You're right. Go ahead.
Chris, how's my hairline looking tonight?
Fantastic.
I think I got it.
Sexy as always.
So I should just probably let you guys go for a little bit. Yeah, actually, keep talking until we're sure that everybody can hear you. What was that about your hairline? Cool. Michael, your hairline looks fantabulous.
Let us know if you can hear us.
If you had a fan in front of you, I'm sure it would be wafting in the breeze.
Yes.
I don't think I have enough hair to waft.
Oh, I know I don't.
Depends on how stiff the breeze is. Hey, all right, they can hear us.
Yay.
All right, well, with that being said, welcome to the third episode of Smuggler's Blues. We will be starting our redemption story here in just a moment. I'll be playing the role of Tazi, as usual, and we'll go to Kaylee.
Hi, I'm Kaylee, and I will be playing the Jedi in exile, Karrell, who's currently dealing with some anger issues, but, not very well. That's pretty on brand. Chris, what are you doing here?
I get to be the GM and R3A1 and 11D4. So take 2. Let's roll the destiny dice.
No. We already rolled the Destiny dice.
Not on Mike. Hey, look, I got 1 light
Right.
side, same as the last time.
I
Me
got
too.
2 dark side.
So we got 2 light side, 2 dark side. And when we last left off, we were on by 2. You guys had just helped Gaunt Des, the little farmer there, keep his fruit tree fields protected from the invaders, which you guys found out are members of the Black Sun. And you told him he needed to get off planet because they probably are going to come back with a lot more force and take over the farm. And he was quietly going in and collecting his stuff. And he said he would meet you back at your ship. And you guys have to go finish collecting the rest of the cargo that fell off when the landing bay opened up. And all 137 pieces. Well, some of the 137 pieces fell off.
Okay, how much do we have left to pick up? Because we need to get out of here.
Well, D4, how much did you get while we were dealing with the problem?
I have recovered roughly 90% of the lost cargo.
Do we need to do another sensor scan? To find out where the rest of it is?
So, okay, 90%, and there was 130 some items, so we need about a dozen more. We just gotta go find them. Do we have an idea of where they... I mean, we followed the ship's trajectory, right? We should be able to... I mean, unless they were really, really
That's
tiny
why-
and shattered. And,
That's why I was suggesting a sensor scan to see if we can find the rest of the boxes.
well, I mean, they might be a little small. Go ahead and... Maybe A1 can do a sensor scan. He's got tiny sensors.
Okay.
I mean, ships are big. Their sensors look for other ships. A1 is small. He can find other small things. I mean, comparatively.
Sure.
I mean, he's an average-sized droid. I'm not, trying to, vertical shame you or anything. I'm literally just saying he'd be better equipped to this than the ship, which I don't even know if you were saying. So I
think
really don't know
already
why I'm
agreed with the
Karrell
plan,
explaining
so
this.
I don't know why you're explaining anymore either.
Yeah, I think it's just been a rough day.
All right. Got 1 success with K1. He's, yep. Most of them are right down this path. We just have to keep collecting them.
All right. Well, let's go before more of those thugs decide to show up. Keep going down the road looking for packages.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys spend a little bit more time. You collect them all up. Get them all back on the ship. Packed up nice and orderly.
Okay.
All right, now let's
No.
make sure this stuff is secure. So even if we do happen to, I don't know, lose structural integrity during flight, maybe we can keep them in the cargo bay.
Well, I was just thinking we could spot weld the ramp closed. Then we have to cut it free when we land. That will damage the ship, but it will keep it closed, unless, of course...
Ship's already damaged.
Okay, I'm going to close the ramp and make sure that it closes. Does it close?
Yeah.
Okay. A1, can you do some spot welding here to make sure that it doesn't reopen?
Sure.
Okay, all right. Let's go and deliver this so we can take our nervous farmer off planet before the bad men come and splash him into tiny little farmer bits.
Sounds good.
All right. You head towards the coordinates where you're supposed to meet Ginger Rose. fly over there. You land in the coordinates. And you find yourself in front of a nice farm. Looks like it's got more of the fruit trees around it. But this house is a little bigger. It's a lot nicer. It's mostly made out of stone instead of metal and wood like the other houses are. This one stands out as a little bit nicer. And you guys head up to the door. And you get to the door, which is just nice
I was gonna
metal
say,
door, and there's a little doorbell, lack of a better term.
you'd think that a ship landing would like get them to come out and meet us. Do you want to knock or shall I?
Does it matter?
I guess not, Captain. Ding dong.
After a minute, the door opens, and there's a tall droid, very box-shaped. He's got black arms, and most of his torso is black, but he's got a white little triangle down the middle. He's got kind of a square-shaped head with one eye, and one eye has a monocle over it. He opens the door. Yes. And he bows his head slightly. And he's just a little bit taller than Tazi.
Well, we are here to see a being known as Ginger Rose. We have a delivery.
He stands back to his full height. Very well. This way. And he slowly turns and points his left arm into the house.
Karrell very slowly nods and then walks very slowly into the house.
Ozzy walks into the house at a normal pace.
A1 follows. Did you guys have D4 stay on the ship, or did you have him come with you?
I think we had D4 stand guard.
Okay. Doing his usual role. All right.
I mean, if you want to have both droids here so you can be confusing, that's
No.
perfectly fine.
That's all right. The droid leads you down a long hallway towards a back room where he opens up a large wooden door, and you see behind this very beautiful wood carved desk, there is a plump red-skinned Twi'lek sitting there, and he's dressed in a bright purple suit with white ruffled vest on underneath, or shirt on underneath. And he looks up. Ooh, my company is here. It is so nice to meet you. Come, come, come. I am Ginger Rose. Please, please. Come in. And he motions to several plush chairs that are sitting around the room. They are a dark purple plush chairs.
Well, hi. We have a delivery for you. I hope you are in a position to take ownership of the cargo. Is this where you would like it? I'm not here in your office, obviously, but is this the location?
No. But I do need box 1 and 5 brought to me right away. Right away, yes.
All right. Why don't I go get those? This is Captain Tazi, and he will be, he is in charge. So I'll be right back. Box 1 and 5. And Karrell turns and hustles off.
All right, then I guess we wait.
It is nice to meet you, Captain.
You two, do you prefer Jin, Jir? Like what's your preferred way to be addressed?
Well, my friends simply call me Jin.
Are we? I don't know that we're friends yet. Right now, we're Business associates? What do business associates call you?
Ginger.
All right, Ginger. It's a very nice place you have here.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Would you care for some refreshments?
I normally don't drink on the job, but yes.
Very well, very well. He claps his hands. The butler droid walks in slowly, carrying a tray of looks to be a clear liquid and a big pitcher and a couple glasses there. He sets that down on the table. Looks at you. Water. For you. And then he turns and slowly walks out.
Butler droid looks like he could use a maintenance cycle or two.
Oh, he's fine. So tell me,
I mean-
how was your trip?
Oh, it was good. It was nice and quiet. No real troubles. Everything went very smoothly, as anticipated and as usual with our cargo delivery service.
All right, make me a quick deception check.
Are you trying to say Tazi's lying?
Yes.
All right. I mean, if you say so.
Well, you said it's nothing went bad.
Let's see if the dice say so.
Let's see, what's the difficulty, Chris?
2 reds, a purple, and a black die.
All right. I can negate up to 4 black die with a deception check.
All right.
I'm going to negate that one. You said 1 purple, 1 red, right?
2 reds, a purple.
2 reds, a purple. Okay. Let's see, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 successes. And 2 threats. No, 5 successes and 1 threat. Sorry.
All right. So excellent. Well, I'm glad that you didn't run into any trouble on our little planet. Some of the farmers have reported some interesting things, but I'm sure they're just reports. So, tell me about yourself and your ship. I know nothing about you, other than you work with my friend.
Well, you know, the Karrell's Fang has been in service for many years. It's a very storied ship. It has been in my family for a number of generations. Both of my father and my grandfather were both storied cargo runners, had businesses of their own, very successful. You may know my mother, or may have heard of my mother. Mama's Moist Muffins.
Oh, I have enjoyed those muffins.
You know, many people in the various sectors have enjoyed those muffins. In fact, she's built a business on it.
Excellent, excellent. And how was your business?
You know, it's going well. You know, we have to build our clientele back up after, you know, the conflicts, you know, that have been going across the galaxy. You know, business is slowly getting back to normal.
Excellent, excellent. I'm glad to hear it. I would not want any new friends to have any hardships.
Oh, well, hardships are unavoidable, but that's how you deal with them.
Oh, I do agree. I do agree. Well, your friend sure has taken her time.
Well, I think those particular packages may have been harder to find. We did have to, you know, reseat the cargo once or twice during the journey. just to make sure everything was secure.
You did not open any of them, did you?
No, we did not open a single one of the cargo containers that we were tasked with delivering.
Excellent.
That's bad business.
Yes. It would have been a very big surprise for you. But anyway.
Was I able to find them, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then
They're in there.
I'm probably arriving at this point.
Okay. He looks up. Oh, yes. Box 1, please. Box 1.
I bring box 1 over. Are they big enough that I can carry one in each hand?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I will hand one of them over.
Both boxes are same kind of length as a normal briefcase, only a little bit wider.
Okay.
The same kind of depth as well. He gets up and grabs the first box and he sets it on the desk. And it's right in front of where Tazi is, and he punches in a code. And you watch as the top of the box, or about the bottom third, the top 2/3 rise up. The bottom third, you see a little flame light up, and you see the top 2/3 start moving side to side. And you can start hearing the sound of things kind of sliding from side to side. Sounds almost like some nuts and bolts in there sliding side to side. He's standing there kind of tapping his fingers together. He goes, oh, I'm so excited. These are my favorite. And after a couple minutes, he pushes a button on the top and it opens up and steam comes out. And you see
He made
tincta
popcorn.
shells in there. There's these tincta shells, but they're roasting over this fire. And there's some sort of sweet and savory spice that just wafts out and fills up the room. And he starts just munching them down. Oh, these are my favorite.
Tincta's
Now-
roasting on an open fire.
He says, yes. I do enjoy Otalik's spiced tincta shells. No, other box, please.
Karrell puts box number 5 next to box number 1.
Tazi's mouth does begin to water, but he manages to keep his composure.
As a professional would.
He pushes a button and this one opens up. The top opens up and it folds out into almost like what would be a little table. And you see a decanter in the middle. And he pushes a button. You see some frost form around the edges of the decanter. And you see a brown liquid in there. And he smiles. Ooh, I do love my Liwi fruit Karrellian whiskey. He pops the top off and pulls a snifter out and sets it down and pours himself a tall drink. He takes and slowly drinks it, and you see him swirl in the swifter in his hand. So, tell me about yourselves.
Well, you've heard about myself and you've heard about the ship, so I'll let Karrell take over from here. Karrell, go ahead and tell our friend a little bit about yourself.
I am a mechanic and cargo master for the Kralitz Fang. I am happily employed by Captain Tazi. He is a good employer and I hope to be soon a friend.
A friend of mine? Oh, I hope so too.
I think he could be a friend to everyone. He just needs to open up a little bit.
I don't believe I was the subject of that statement.
Is there something wrong with your auditory receptors? Tazi would have a lot of friends if he opened up a little bit more.
Sorry, what? I wasn't listening to you.
Oh, I should be shocked, but I'm not. And Karrell turns to Gingier. See, this is what I mean. He would have more friends if he paid attention to them.
Yes. Perhaps this is a two-way street?
I'm paying attention to him right now.
Are you really?
Well, actually, I'm talking to you right now because you are our host, and that would be, polite. Oh, are there any other boxes I can get for you at this time, sir?
Tazi
Not
keys.
right now.
Tazi keys is calm. Yeah, D4, I'll be right there. I have to go. I'll be back. And Tazi stands up and hurriedly leaves the room.
Are you sure you don't want to stay?
I'm sorry, I'm needed back at the ship, but I'm sure Karrell can take care of anything you need and take care of payment as well.
Okay, very well.
Very good to meet you. I hope we can do business again soon.
All right, stay out of box 12.
Would you
Box 12, got it.
Would you like box 12 brought to you?
No. That one's not for me.
Ah. Are there any other for you at this point?
Oh, no, the rest are for the people here. But don't worry, we'll work on that later. So tell me more about you.
Karrell kind of sinks into one of the chairs at that point because she's been outmaneuvered. I like hollows and dancing.
Dancing? I have not danced with another Twi'lek in a while.
Oh, not
Droid.
that kind of dancing. It's more modern dance.
Too late. He already has jumped up. He's droid, and he's looking at A1. Music. And he stands up and bows in front of you, Karrell, and holds his hand out. My lady, shall we?
Karrell gets to her feet and takes his hand and gives A1 a look that, if A1 were to notice it, is the please don't record this. I'm doing this for the job. But doesn't say it out loud.
A1 starts playing music, and he dances with you.
Would this be like a performance check?
That would be coordination, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I was thinking. Let's go with, let's say, a hard coordination check.
I mean, luckily Karrell has spent a lot of years practicing lightsaber forms. So, I mean, I got a pretty good shot at this without tapping into the Force. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Okay. 3 successes, 2 threats, and a triumph.
What would you like to do with the triumph?
I believe that... so I think Karrell, once she is moving and sees how Gingier is dancing, she realizes that she's going to have to do her best. So she thinks back to one of the nights that she and Nacinda spent before Nacinda left. And she really leans into the classic Twi'lek dance and just lets it all hang out and is super duper duper impressive. And I would, if you don't mind, I think the threats are that while he is impressed, somebody, I don't know who, maybe is jealous. Or, I don't know, does somebody walk in and is jealous? Or I don't know how I don't know how if I can come up with a complication considering there's only 3 of us in the room and anyone could care less.
I have a thought.
Okay.
So I'll let it play out. After the song's over, he twirls you around, Karrell.
Mm-hmm.
He dips you down so you're right in front of A1, and the song ends. Excellent. Your dancing is extraordinary.
Thank you.
I am very, very impressed.
It has been almost a year since I have danced with another being.
Well, you should do it more often.
I would love to be honest, but she is far away.
Oh, I see, I see. Well, you should keep practicing, so when you do return to her, you are not out of step.
Are you saying I need more practice?
No. But I will say, if I may be so bold as to make a suggestion,
You may.
that, your ship, I noticed it when it entered atmosphere. Perhaps you should talk to your captain, because having his password be "I hate password secret love God" allowed me to open up your door, which I found very entertaining.
I will talk to our slicer and make sure that strict passwords are enforced. You know what they say. Passwords are like underwear and should be changed often.
Oh, I agree. A1 goes, wait, what? Oh, yes. Yes, I got in through the log, which then allowed me to backdoor into the trash file. It is complicated, but I did enjoy opening your door. Watching those boxes fall was hilarious. I would love to have seen the look on your face. Oh, I did, because I was watching on your internal cameras.
We are happy to be a source of entertainment for you.
A1 rolls up to him. So, you got past my other security? Oh, yes. It was unique. I will say, I did have to work hard to get past some of it. But I can teach a few things to you before you leave. A1 stops, turns his dome and looks at Karrell, turns and looks back at Gingier. Then he bows his dome forward and just says, Master, I would appreciate learning from you. Sits back up and rolls to the back of the room.
I don't
Yes.
think I've ever seen that before.
Seen what?
My droid friend here refers to himself as the greatest slicer in the galaxy, and apparently he has met his match.
When? I have maybe a few more days at it than he has. Or perhaps he does not know that he was using one of my codes in his security.
Well, a true great would definitely have known that, but as they all say, you steal from the best.
I would never steal.
Oh no, I'm referring to A1.
Oh. Well, then I shall have to check his pockets when he leaves.
It would be more worried. Don't gamble with him. It's safer that way. He wouldn't actually, pick something up.
Very well, very well. So,
Is there
Tell me.
anything else that we can do for you before we move on to our next delivery?
yes, I will have to ask you to disperse all those boxes to all the different farmers.
Okay. Do you have a map of where they go?
Oh, yes. He hands you a data pad.
Karrell hands
Just
it to
deliver them
A1.
each here. Ooh. A1 takes it and pops it open, starts looking at it. Very well. So, what do you think of my little planet? I have done well in keeping it nice and pretty.
It is a very beautiful planet, although I have heard there are some rough characters moving in.
Ooh. I have heard such a rumor too, but I have not been able to find out who. So could you tell me what you know?
Well, Normally I would ask what was in it for me, but that was a truly wonderful dance you gifted me, so to balance the scales, I would have to tell you that it is the Black Sun, apparently.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
You know, the crime syndicate, the Black Sun?
Yes, I'm familiar with them.
Yeah, their symbol kind of looks like the thing and the...
Yes.
Very vicious people.
Okay, so... I wonder why they're here. We have really nothing, which is why I moved here.
Apparently they're looking at taking over all the farms.
Very well. Why? What do they want with the farm?
Oh, that I have no idea on. I'm simply repeating the information I gathered from someone we met while we were picking up all the cargo you spilled.
Well then. I guess that when you are done here with your deliveries, come back here. I will have more work for you.
If the captain so wills to take on another contract, we would be happy to.
Very well. Thank you for now. I will see you soon.
It has been a pleasure, Ginger Rose.
It's a pleasure as well.
And Karrell will sketch a little bow and then turn and leave.
As Karrell is bowing, he's pouring a large glass of the whiskey.
Oh, one more thing.
Yes?
How much for, like, a handful of the tincture shells? They smell very delicious.
Well, I do like them. These are my favorite. I could give you, I guess, maybe a handful for the information.
Well, thank you very much. And I presume we will see you again once the deliveries are complete for payment.
Yes, we will discuss that when you are done.
Excellent. It's a pleasure doing business with you again. And she turns and leaves.
As she walks out, A1 turns and looks. Nice meeting you. And zips out following Karrell. Catches right up to Karrell. I didn't know anybody could get past my stuff.
Neither did I. Are you slipping?
No.
I'm not
moving along just
I'm
fine.
not talking about your locomotion. Did you, like, not have your sarcasm circuits upgraded? You're being super
Nope.
literal the past few days.
Yep, well, just trying not to upset anybody on the ship.
Yeah, I know. Tazi's been a right mess for a while. Maybe these tainted shells will cheer him up.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about. Just Tazi. Nobody else on the ship's been grouchy.
Oh no, D4 is a little taciturn, but that's his normal status.
Yeah, him too. Because nobody else on the ship has been short-tempered or standoffish.
I accept your apology, A1.
Yep, that's exactly what I was talking about. After you.
And Karrell walks onto the ship.
A1 follows.
I head towards the cockpit.
Is that where Tazi is?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Karrell, shortly afterwards.
Tazi's kicked back in the pilot's chair with his feet up on the console, like just on the verge of a snooze.
Karrell doesn't say anything but slips into the co-pilot seat and opens the pouch from her belt, takes it off the belt, and opens up the thing of tincture shells and pops one in her mouth and crunches it really loudly.
Tazi like opens one eye and looks over. So, how'd it go?
It's fine. We have a data pad with other farmers who we have to deliver certain things to.
And then we get paid.
Yes, and possibly another job.
Very good.
These are good. Crunch.
You know, I'm not really a fan of that particular brand.
Oh, then you don't want any?
No, I'm good. They use a spice that it irritates my sinuses.
You don't have sinuses.
I might not have a nose, but I have sinuses.
Where?
Here.
Okay. I grabbed these for you, but if you don't want them, that's fine. And Karrell will grab the little trash. She keeps putting little trash containers in the cockpit, hoping Tazi will use them, and she just throws it in there.
At that point, A1 rolls up. Hey, he's poking Tazi.
Yeah, what's up, little buddy?
I have a memo that I would like you to read as the captain.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
I sent it,
Tazi takes the memo. Oh,
so I sent it a while ago, but I'm going to send it to you again. It's a reminder to when you make passwords.
Let's just print it out for me.
All right. He puts it up on the screen. See, when you make passwords, don't include the word password, secret, love, or God. People can get into your passwords using those.
And don't let Chris watch the movie Hackers.
I don't remember setting that password, A1.
Well, it wasn't me.
It certainly wasn't me.
Yeah. You know, our stable, calm, happy, joyful chief engineer wasn't her.
Did you upgrade your sarcasm module like we talked about?
No, I'm just trying not to ruffle anybody's feathers, because somebody's been grouchy.
He's afraid you're going to yell at him again.
Yeah, because that's what I was talking about.
No, see, I've been watching some hollows about this, and what you're talking about, Karrell, is it's called displacement.
Well,
So
I mean, no,
you're
I'm back here
displacing
on the planet.
No, you're displacing your feelings onto other members of the crew.
Well, I'm sorry if I'm trying to help you and A1 get along.
No, see, A1 and I get along just fine.
Doesn't
that's
sound like it. He's very upset. He
Yeah, but
complained
not
about
me.
you all the way here.
He wasn't complaining about me.
Well, okay, there was a little bit about D4, but I think he mostly was worried about you.
He
You
wasn't
should
complaining
take-
about D4 either.
You should take his opinions to heart. But then again, you don't do that for any of us anymore. Who hurt you, Tazi?
You know who hurt me. But that's not important right now, because what we're really talking about is your frustrations and your angry feelings
Why
and
is
the way
there a
you've
lot of
taken them out on the crew.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do, and you're just refusing to accept it.
Well, that seems to be your opinion.
Clearly I am not the only one that feels this way. A1, do you feel this way also?
Yes.
Let me get D4 on the comp. D4?
Oh, the comms are down right now, Tazi. I'm sorry.
Tazi turns over his shoulder. D4!
Oh, yelling down the hall is down right now, Tazi. I'm really sorry. You know what? I should go get the next deliveries ready, because we need to keep moving. Otherwise, he's going to...
I don't think the ship's going anywhere until we hash this out.
Well,
As captain,
Yes, Captain. You called me?
D4, in your professional opinion, would
Yeah.
you say that Karrell has been having some anger management issues and taking it out on the crew?
That is a logical conclusion.
There's 3.
D4,
I believe-
how does that make you feel, though?
I believe concerned for your well-being would be how you would understand it. But I do not feel that you want to discuss this.
No, I'm very interested in your feelings. We don't talk enough, actually, D4.
If a medical droid could have a shocked face, D4 would have a shocked face. He takes a small step back.
Do you have a bit of time now to talk about your feelings?
Very well. I feel that as of late, we have been dysfunctional because we have not come together in a manner that we used to. We are bickering like younglings would, arguing over who is the most popular.
I see. And before you joined the crew, were you always the most popular?
I ran the lab. Everyone reported to me.
So you're used to feeling important and being ignored is hurtful.
In a way, I was left alone for a long time to do my work, and I got used to it. But now, being part of the crew, I was used to you all working well together, and I could observe. And now, well, we are here on a farm planet delivering boxes.
And is that an upsetting thing for you? Is there something you would prefer to be doing?
I would prefer to be working with you all and being more profitable.
Okay. So, I hear you, D4. What you would like is to be more involved and for us to turn a profit. I hear you. And Karrell gets up and puts her hand on his upper right arm. I see you and I know you are here. I apologize for leaving you out of discussions and not taking your feelings into consideration.
I accept your apology. How do you feel?
I am glad that you and I are making amends.
Very well.
Tazi, do you have anything you'd like to say to D4?
I think you are doing a fine job of trying to distract from the reason that I asked the D4 to come into the room, which was to address the hostility that you've been showing to myself, A1, and D4.
Have I been at all hostile in the past 5 minutes? I feel I've been
Let's
very
call this-
reasonable.
I think the old hollow reality shows used to call this an intervention. So, as I said, this ship isn't going anywhere until we hash this out.
Well, okay then. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Certainly redirect this toward me. Go ahead and give that a try. See if that works for you.
I'm not redirecting anything towards you. There would be no point.
Why do you say that?
I'm not wishing to create conflict.
So by refusing to answer the question, you don't want to engage.
I'm engaging in conversation with you right now.
No, you're avoiding answering my question.
I'm disagreeing with your premise. Cannot reasonable beings come together in conversation and not agree with each other?
Again, 3 of the 4 members of this crew have noted audibly that they have had concerns, or there are concerns, with your treatment of them and myself.
Very well. A1,
Yes.
how have I been treating you poorly, and I would like to apologize for it?
Lots of anger at every little thing.
Hold on. You can't apologize for something if you don't know what you're apologizing for.
Well, I have to know what it is so I can apologize for it.
Well,
You can't
don't
just
we
blanket
talk about-
apologize. Like you said, that would make sense.
you're
no
absolutely
sense.
right. You're absolutely right. So why don't we talk about it before you offer apologies? If that's what you feel what you feel you should do.
Well, I mean, if you want that, I was attempting to have a nice, warm conversation with A1, but if we need to deal with whatever this is, and she kind of like waves her hand around you, then I guess that would be important. D4, would you like to be a moderator for this discussion?
Yes, I would.
Is there anything I can get you before we start, D4? A data pad or something to take notes, or?
No, I have everything I need here.
Very well. So, Tazi, you feel that I have been angered with you, or angered by you?
I feel that we have both been hostile with each other, but I also feel that I am not typically instigating the hostility.
And you don't think that possibly anger and issues like that could arise from other beings' poor life choices?
Be specific.
Well,
You're dancing around it. Just say what you want to say.
Well, I remember when I came back with this ship, it was in very good condition. And frankly, since we decided you were the captain, everything's kind of gone to hell. Wait, there's no hell. Everything's kind of just fallen down a black hole. I mean, you've hurt A1 so much in his confidence that he's no longer the greatest slicer in the galaxy.
A1, have I hurt your confidence in any way?
No, just maybe I could have paid attention better, but was distracted with other things.
What other things were you distracted by, A1?
Trying to keep the ship together and try to make money, even though we've all made mistakes with that. And, just trying to keep us all together. Because that's what's important, is that we're together.
All right, so thank you, A1, for your openness and honesty.
You're welcome.
So, in A1's estimation, I haven't damaged his confidence at all.
I don't think that's quite what he said, but you could spin it that way.
A1, I'll ask again. Did I damage your confidence in yourself and your abilities?
No, my abilities are the same. I've
Then
just been
why
focused
have
on
you?
other stuff.
What has caused your inability to keep us safe and not monitor password changes and such like that should be done in a timely manner?
What are you talking about?
Oh, our new friend Jinjiro's. You know why the loading bay fell open and everything? That's because he got into our systems. Thanks to your password, your weak password, that A1 and his magical slicing firewalls couldn't stop him because you caused him you gave him an exploit, and he took advantage of it.
Okay, well, that's not A1's fault.
Well, A1 used to be the greatest slicer in the galaxy, and he is no longer. So, if he had been the greatest slicer in the galaxy and had been able to pay attention to his job instead of dealing with the drama that you're bringing up, then maybe he would have caught that. And Karrell looks up at one of the cameras. It's like, Ginger probably agrees.
You know what? I thought this might be a good way to work through some of this, but maybe I'm wrong. So what I'll do is simply say, as the captain, everything that's gone wrong since day one of this new adventure is 100% my responsibility. So I'll take care of it, and we'll just call that good. Does that make everything fine with everybody? Can we get back on a even keel now that I'm taking responsibility for everything that's gone wrong since we've started this venture? Everything will fall on my shoulders. I'm perfectly fine with it.
I mean, that seems a little unreasonable, honestly.
Is it unreasonable, Karrell? Is it unreasonable for me to do that? To try to make things, to smooth things out when clearly no one wants to actually talk about the issues. I had to threaten to not do work, to not complete the job we're doing, just so that we could have this conversation. Because if I didn't do that, it would just be sarcasm and barbs back and forth until one of us left again.
Are you planning on leaving?
I wasn't planning on it, no. The ship is my home, and I'm not planning to leave it again.
Well, there you go. I was simply lauding the fact that, as captain, ultimately, yes, everything that happens on the ship is your responsibility, but not everything is your fault. That was what I was finding error in. I was attempting to stand up for you slightly, and I apologize if that came off and made you all frosty.
No, Karrell, you weren't doing that.
Yes, I was.
You weren't trying to defend me.
I was trying to make it not all about you this time.
You literally just said 5 minutes ago that I was the reason that A1 lost confidence in his abilities.
A1, did you lose confidence in your abilities because of Tazi?
I'm not playing this game anymore. Please leave the cockpit, all of you. I'm done playing this game. If you can't accept the fact that you have an anger problem right now, if you want to try and slither away from it like a Dianoga in a garbage pit, you want to just ignore that fact, you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to face it, that's fine. I can't make you. But I'll be criffed if I'm going to let it continue to sow these feelings of anger within myself. So to make things easier for me and calmer for me, I'm just going to ask that you leave the cockpit while I simmer down. And then we can get back to work and we can just pretend this didn't happen. We'll just go on like things were. You can be as angry as you want at whatever I did, whatever I have done, or whatever I haven't apologized for, or whatever I didn't know I did. Whatever those things are that you're sitting on and simmering on, let them fester. Have fun with that. See how that treats you. I can tell you what'll happen. I can tell you what happened because we've seen it. One day, you're going to get angry, and someone's going to pay for that anger. And then your fall will be complete. So, however the Jedi used to deal with anger, maybe a meditation, maybe some time in the cargo bay, maybe get your lightsaber out and slice up a few things, get it out. Because it's simmering right now, and it's not simmering under the surface.
By your leave, Captain.
Yeah, you can go.
Karrell gets up and walks out. And walks off the ship, actually. Just long enough to climb up on top of it.
Real quick. All good? That's all in character, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Michael, that Dianoga line, whew, I love that.
Yeah, Chris, just making sure.
Yeah, no, we're good.
We're good.
Perfect.
Thank you, Chris.
Yep.
Safety tools are very important.
Yeah.
Very.
D4 slowly turns and walks out. A1 just quietly rolls up next to Tazi. Turns his dome and looks at Tazi, and then turns and just looks back at the panel and slowly plugs in the panel. and just doesn't say anything. Just stands there. And you see he's doing something on the computer.
What you up to, buddy?
I'm just gonna, run a quick check on the computers, make sure, Gingier didn't, put anything in here to surprise us.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about that? I faked obviously leaving because I wanted to kind of, Karrell kind of left me holding the bag, and I wanted to do the same. And so yeah, fill me in what happened after I left.
Well, he seems to be I guess, old slicer that I've learned from. A lot of my code and stuff I use must be his, he says.
Wait, he was your mentor?
Well, I don't say mentor, but stuff I've learned, some of the code. I think he might be a hacker that may have done some stuff in the past. I want to look into it some more.
I mean, it sounds like we did have some security holes, and I don't remember setting that password, but I mean, certainly if no one else did, it was probably me. I mean, I don't remember that password, so
It was on your log, your personal log. Which
I mean, yeah, so clearly I did it.
I didn't know you were keeping a log. But if it's your personal stuff, I wouldn't snoop into it.
I mean, I don't really. Man, I jot some stuff down now and then, but I mean, I should keep a log.
I don't know. But other than that, him and Karrell danced.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You recorded that, right?
He turns his dome to you, and you see the light on his front flickers on and off. Of course not. And then on the dashboard, you see a little video of it playing.
Wow.
She did well, but she looks awkward doing it. Like her face. Like
No,
doesn't know what to do.
Karrell's form is magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she definitely doesn't look like she was enjoying it.
Yeah.
Too focused.
Hey, he told us the rest of the cargo. It's for all the farmers.
Did he say why?
No, but I got the distinct impression he came here because he didn't think anybody really cared about the planet. So he's been making a good profit here. Quietly. But once we told him the Black Sun were here, he got real nervous. And then kind of ended our conversation.
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's afraid of them or excited that they're here. He just kind of politely ushered us out.
That makes my trigger finger itch a bit. No, I don't like that.
Yeah. Me neither. But other than that, he was really polite.
Did you look over the manifest he sent?
It's just a lot of coordinates where to drop stuff off, which looking on the map just looks like it's all the farms in the area.
Is it one package per farm, or are there multiple packages for the different farms?
It's just pretty much one big package per farm. A couple little ones here and there. But it varies from what kind of farm it is. So the fruit ones usually get bigger box than the vegetable ones. And the ones that have livestock get a different one.
Okay, we haven't opened the packages, but I wonder.
Yeah, and he did say don't open 12, which is one of the big
Specifically?
boxes. Yeah, he said.
Specifically, don't open 12.
Yeah, he told you that when you left.
That's right. That's right.
But it's
Sorry,
one of the big
I was focused on the whole, sticking Karrell with the negotiations. Let's scan some of these cargo boxes. I'm curious. I wonder.
All right.
We might not be able to open the boxes. And we shouldn't open the boxes. But I wonder if we can weigh the boxes and try and figure out what's inside based on how much they weigh.
Maybe.
The
Maybe.
fact that the fact that the Black Sun seemed to scare him so much. I mean, the Black Sun are scary, granted, but the fact that the Black Sun made him that nervous. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Did Ginger provide comm code? We have the comm, right?
Yeah. We can get contact with him because he said after we drop the packages off, come back here, and he would have another job for us.
All right, maybe I'll A1, why don't you check on Karrell? I'll reach out to Ginger real quick.
Okay. A1 heads out. You gonna make the comm call? Stay here.
Let's have A1 slips out and you see Tazi keying something up on the comms, and
Okay.
then we'll cut to.
Okay. A1 rolls around the back. Doesn't see Karrell in the back. It rolls around. Doesn't find D4. And we cut over as we see. Where did Karrell went on top of the ship? Did you say?
Yep.
All right. Make an average perception check, Karrell.
Oof, that's ugly.
Oh.
That counters that. That counters that. All right, 1 success and 2 advantages.
Okay. Are you facing Gingir's house, or what direction are you facing?
What time of day is it right now? The sun's gone down or is going down?
Yeah. Sun's going down.
I would say that she is facing away from the sun, whatever direction that is. So she's facing the equivalent of east.
All right.
So if that's near Gingir's place, sure.
Close enough. You see movement in Gingir's house. You can see that tall droid's moving around.
Mm-hmm.
You can see picking up boxes and moving boxes around, and you can see other movement in the house. And then you hear from the other side, you hear metal clicking on metal, and you look over and you see D4 pulling himself up the side of the ship. It's not quite as easy for him as it is you. D4 just walks up and just sits down next to Karrell. And just looks out the same direction Karrell's looking out.
I thought you could use company. If you would like to talk, I am here. Otherwise, I will look out in the same direction you are.
Back at you, D4. Sorry, that was funny. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it was funny.
But D4 turns and looks at Karrell.
Did all make a contract to not leave the ship. You are planning to honor that, correct?
Well, I mean, I climbed up on top of the ship. But if you mean, like, abandon everybody, no, that's not part of my plan. I wouldn't even charitably call it a plan. I mean, it's maybe like 12% of a plan. I mean, it's barely a concept.
Very well. Whether you realize it or not, you are the moral compass of our crew. So
Oh.
the compass may be spinning right now.
I was going to say, Kark, we are in trouble.
Yes. It will be you who will have to put the compass back in the right direction. I will help when I can, but right now, it is up to you to find that in yourself.
Karrell is, like, sitting cross-legged, and she, like, leans back a little bit onto her hip bones and literally just, like, using her muscle pivots and then leans forward, so she's sitting now, turning 90 degrees to face the side of D4, because he's still kind of looking off in the same direction he was.
Okay.
So, here's an interesting thing. I'm not mad at Tazi. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at D4. I'm really not. Not mad at any of you. I'm sorry if it seems that way. I was trying to tell Tazi that he was, like, trying to take, you know, everything's my fault. I'll take responsibility for everything. I don't do a good Tazi impersonation. It's hard on the throat. He doesn't.
I believe that you both have difficulty explaining your own feelings to one another, and that turns into frustration. That frustration leads to more confusion, which causes the frustration to then become anger.
It's not even that. Like I said, I'm not angry at you or Tazi. Okay, I'm a little miffed at Tazi. Maybe a little more than normal, but I mean, there's always a low-grade simmering, like, ugh, what did Tazi do now type thing. But D4, I'm angry at the situation. Everything. The past year and a half. Everything is getting worse and worse and worse. For the galaxy, I mean, I lost friends. We all lost people we love. And everywhere I look, it's just getting darker and darker. I mean, if I had the wisdom of Master Yoda or something, I'd have something pithy and, like, wise and probably grammatically incorrect to say here, but I don't. I just know that the one little corner of the galaxy that I have any control over, and we're spinning out of control like all of the rest of the galaxy. And who can I get upset at? I don't have anybody other than you three.
D4 turns so his face is facing you and leans his head, getting it a few inches from Karrell's face.
This is awkward.
I once had a purpose. I lost that purpose. You all gave me a new one. Perhaps this has been your true purpose all along.
To be angry at everything?
To be a compass, to get us back in the right direction.
With that, he leans back, turns back out across the field. And he just sits there
Okay,
silent.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'll say he just sits there silently waiting for Karrell to say something, but you were going to, so I'll be quiet.
Okay, I'm... D4, take this in the best way I can possibly intend it. You are really confusing sometimes. Like, you make great points, and then... Uh-oh, hang on. We lost Chris to static? Is that what I heard? Are the rest of us okay there, chat?
Oh, how's that? Is it better?
Anyone listening to the audio later is going to be like, why are you people all so quiet? Oh, yeah, he has been using the D4 voice, so okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to work on your summaries, buddy, okay? But the one thing I will take out of this is I think I'm having this conversation with the wrong person. So, thanks. And Karrell just turns and, like, rolls to her left twice and then just drops off the side of the ship, landing in a crouch, and goes looking for Tazi. And we'll cut over to the cockpit.
All right. Tazi making that comm call.
Yep.
A few seconds later. Oh, yeah. Yes. 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 I see you have not left yet. Is there something
Yeah.
else I can help you with?
No, yeah, Ginger, we
Yes.
I had a couple questions. Sorry I had to dip out so quickly. I was needed on the ship again, but so I understand that there may be another opportunity in the pipeline.
Oh yes. Yes.
We might be interested in pursuing that, but I do want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we
Please
haven't
do.
opened any of these containers. What am I delivering to the farmers?
If you're worried it's illegal, it is not. It is simply, well, I believe they spread it on the fields to make the fields grow better.
We're delivering a fertilizer.
Yes, yes, made from the best bantha residue that we could get our hands on.
We're delivering bantha poodoo.
Well, that's one way you could say it, or you could say you're delivering the source of life that can feed us all.
Bantha poodoo. Got it. All right, I just wanted to be sure. After the run-in we had with the Black Sun, anyway, just wanted to be sure.
Chris, I'd like to spend a dark side point to have you
Okay.
to have Ginger notice that Karrell didn't actually mention the run-in with the Black Sun, but Ginger just did.
I thought you did mention the...
No,
Black
Karrell
Sun.
mentioned that she knew about the Black Sun, but not that we'd had a run-in with them.
Oh, gotcha.
No,
Fair enough.
nothing about a fight or anything. She just had that knowledge. That's how she got Tazi's trash tinctus shells. Yeah, that's hard to say.
Gotcha. So he didn't know it was the Black Sun, though, so...
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, that would explain, there's a run-in. That's how we learned that the Black Sun is here. Well, I thought they were just thugs trying to push some farmers for some credits. Well, please hurry. I do have a very important mission I would like you to go on.
And can I ask what that is before we?
Passengers. You're going to take 2 passengers off this planet quickly.
Him and his droid.
Can I ask who those passengers are?
Oh, you've met us. We are going to leave soon. Yes, let's go.
Are you?
Chop chop.
So you're leaving because of the Black Sun?
Well, would you not leave if your planet was about to be taken over by, well, them?
But you're leaving the farmers, the people that you're responsible for, right?
I am a
You're
businessman
abandoning
here.
them.
I will give them the opportunity to leave too.
All right. Well, we'll get these deliveries made, and then we will discuss the terms of the other agreement.
Very well.
Thank you.
Good day. Hurry back.
And Tazi disconnects the call.
With that, A1 comes rolling back up onto the cockpit. Karrell's not on the ship. Not in the ship. Anywhere. Neither's D4.
Did you try calling her comm?
One moment. A1 rolls over to the side. Hits the comm to Karrell.
From right behind you, you hear, "I'm right here," as Karrell walks into the room.
Jeez, don't sneak up on me like that.
I was walking down the hall.
I'm an old droid with a weak motivator. Don't do that.
Noted. A1, can I have the room?
Sure. Let's go, Tazi. I guess
No.
just got to fix something.
Can Tazi and I have the room?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
A1 rolls up towards the back.
A1, start, if you can get D4 and start getting the cargo separated for delivery.
I guess since we can't smell it, I guess we're the right choice.
I guess.
Smell it? No, and you know what? That's a question for later. A1, please amscray for a bit.
He did. He left.
Okay. Karrell shuts the door and then doesn't sit down but leans against it. And kind of stares at the... Are you facing front or did you turn to look?
Tazi was on the comm, which I believe is to the left of the pilot seat.
Okay.
So technically, the seat was turned away from the cockpit door when you came in.
Yeah. So Karrell just stands there for a second.
And Tazi sits in the silence for a moment and then like kind of slowly turns the chair.
So, here's the thing.
I'm sorry.
You know, a wise Duro once told me that you can't apologize for something until you discuss it.
No, I know what I did though.
What did you did?
And
Dude,
I had no right.
what did
I
you-
had no right to. I had no right to unload on you the way I did,
Well,
and I certainly had no right to. I certainly had no right to address the issue in the way that I did.
Okay, it was a little ambushy. That is true. And we're cool. We're good there. But and that butt is not a bad butt. It's a butt. It's a like I'm trying to keep my thoughts together butt, not like the butt that something bad is coming. It's just it's a butt that stands on its own, Tazi. Just give me a minute. You're the only person I can get mad at. And I'm the only person you can get mad at. Right?
Yes.
I mean, we can yell at the ship, we can yell at D4, we can yell at A1, we can beat people up in a bar but it doesn't help because we have no emotional, well, okay, we have emotional connections to all those things except for the people in the bar. I'm getting away from this. Everything is turned to Kark. It's not getting any better, and the only person I can talk to about this is you. And the only person I can vent these feelings to is you. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing it in a crappy way. Because every time I turn around, the galaxy's getting darker, our lives are getting darker, and pieces are falling off the carking ship. And I don't know how to handle all of that all the time. And she kind of takes 2 steps and then drops super heavily like she's carrying 2 of her into the co-pilot seat.
So that's the thing, Karrell. I mean, you're right. You and me, like, we have each other to talk to. But neither one of us has been doing a lot of talking.
No, neither one of us has. And it doesn't matter that it's mostly my fault.
No, it's not mostly your fault. It's not mostly my fault.
Well, technically you took responsibility for all of it, Tazi.
Yeah, but it's a 2-way space lane.
Okay, well, if you're going to bring logic into this argument, then I don't know what to do.
Look, we both can do better. But doing better means that we have to recognize that we were doing things wrong. We have to try and do it right. So, it's okay to be mad. The galaxy is a big old... Well, the galaxy's essentially turning into what we're transporting right now, which I found out is Bantha Poodoo.
Somehow, not surprised.
Yeah, it fits.
Just
right?
kind of fitting. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if all of the boxes had broken open. So I guess we should be thankful for small mercies.
But that being said, we recognize that things are not great and that we can do something about it. We can change it. So, and we're working on changing things for ourselves, right? We've got a new place to live. We've got some, and Tazi puts his fingers up, paying work. It may not be ideal, but it's work.
Yeah, it's a start.
Yep. So, we're on a path to doing something better for ourselves. Fixing the things that, have fallen apart over the last year. Just it's going to take time. And we're allowed to be mad about it. I'm allowed to be mad. You're allowed to be mad. A1 and D4 are allowed to be upset about it. But
we need to figure
take it out. We can't take it out on each other.
We need to figure out how to be mad together instead of at each other. Aim it in the same direction, as it were.
Or at least not aim it at ourselves. There's certainly plenty of bad in the galaxy that we can aim it at.
We can't even really do that, though, can we? Because that kind of thing just makes it all worse.
Well, let's just say we're out of the, for lack of a better term, I'd like to consider myself retired from the changing the galaxy position. At this point, I'm happy to try to. I just want to do what we can to make our lives easier, and if it just so happens that somebody's life is a little easier because they came in contact with us, that's okay too.
Do you still want to help these farmers?
I mean, Karrell, who else is going to do it?
I mean, it would give us something to be angry at.
I'm already angry. I'm already angry at the Black Sun, so we're.
Yeah, did I mention that they may still be angry at me?
You may have. I think it might have gotten lost in our witty repartee.
Yeah, I mean, I was going under a pseudonym at that point, but there are hollows of KO and I beating the ever-loving Criff out of, like, 2 of their best pit fighters.
Oh, wait, it was that?
Yeah.
That's what they're... Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're probably a little angry about that, because, well, we also remember we extracted the...
Yeah.
So,
Black Sun has a long memory.
Yeah.
But we'll do what we can to help them. We'll do everything we can do. And that's all we can do, right? I mean, we don't have the resources of the Jedi behind us. We only have each other. We can do amazing things with what we have. But again, we got to make sure we're looking out for ourselves too.
Maybe just kind of rein in our, like, galactic hopping ways and just focus more on, like, being friendly neighborhood type smugglers, cargo haulers, or whatever it is we're going to do.
We still got to come up with a name too for the new venture.
And we really should stop calling the ship in public the Krallet's Fang, because, I mean, and we should probably come up with aliases, even though we're really bad at them. I mean, at this point, I'm surprised the Empire hasn't found us yet.
Here's the thing, though, Karrell. I mean, if the Empire was looking for us, they would have found us already. It's been a year, and we have not been hiding very well.
Well, I know they're still after me.
Well, that's true, but doesn't seem like they are actively after you for sure. So as long as we keep your abilities on the down low, keep them hidden, keep them secret, keep them safe, maybe that's enough.
So what do we focus on? Do we focus on just... Maybe we just need to focus on, like, finding firm footing.
We focus on... We're starting over. We focus on finding jobs. We focus on fixing the ship. We focus on building a business. And along the way, if we can do some good for some people, we do.
I would like to ask a favor if I can.
Of course. You don't have to ask.
Well, we are partners in this venture, are we not?
Yep, it's a 4-way split.
We lost OBS. Hang on. OBS says it disconnected. Okay, come on, reconnect. I'm going to try stopping streaming and restarting it. You will not be able to reconnect. Thanks. Thank you. Okay. And we're back. Okay. Okay, cool. Just let's discuss things like before we make big decisions. Let's all try and remember to discuss things. I mean, we are definitely okay, that was a typo. It wasn't supposed to be jobs. It meant OBS. Thank you, Michael. Dick.
Hey, pay attention. Hey, stop watching the chat.
I wasn't
We're here.
watching the chat.
We're here.
You're
We're
right
here.
next to the chat. You're here.
No,
You're
we're
here. The chat's here.
Get back. Focus.
Sorry.
Focus.
We need to make the big decisions together. And yes, you are captain, which means when we are under fire, we look to you. But when it comes to day-to-day things, we should be talking about them more. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay. I'm not spitting in my hand and shaking your hand.
No.
And Karrell stands up and puts her hand out, though.
Tazi stands up and does the same. Clasps Karrell's hand in his.
All right. So the unnamed venture continues with slightly less anger.
Tazi pulls your hand and pulls you in for a hug.
Karrell will hug you back. And after like about 10 seconds of the hug, if you want to say something before I describe what I'm about to do.
Things will get better, you dummy.
Okay, this is a very long hug, and while I do appreciate it, I'm not going to dance for you like I am in that hollow that A1's projecting on the screen. You know it's been looping there the whole time I've been sitting here.
Are you spending a light side point to
Yes,
have A1
I'm going to spend
loop
I'm going to spend a light side point to have A1 have left it running.
Okay, it's there.
I mean, you got to admit, other than the look of like consternation and focus on your face, you're doing a great job.
Karrell kind of leans around you to look at it again. I was trying to remember. Go ahead.
You look like you're trying to stare down a hut.
I was trying to focus on one of my last memories of Nacinda.
Oh.
We had a date the night before we went after the mask. So
Yeah.
Yeah, well. So much for never gonna dance again type things. So, alright. We should get our stuff going. Like
Yes.
the deliveries. We need to get this poodoo off of our ship. We are no poodoo haulers, normally.
I agree completely.
Although, no, poodoo haulers would be a terrible name.
And voodoo haulers are nuts.
We're going to have to workshop this.
We're going to have to think about this.
All right. Do you think they're standing right outside the door?
I mean, A1 probably, D4 probably not.
Karrell, opens the door.
A1's lying in the hallway, right on his back.
Karrell walks over and, stands over A1, looking down at him.
He looks up. Hi.
Hi. Are you comfy?
Are you?
I'm getting a little bit of a crick in my neck looking down at you.
Are you guys good now?
I mean, we're always good. We're very good at what we do.
I mean, are you guys good?
We're
Tazi,
good.
are we good?
We're good.
All
I
right.
mean, we're better than you are right now because you're horizontal.
Positions himself and stands up. All right, let's get this Kark off our ship.
Yes, sir, Captain A1.
Oh, I like that.
Don't let it go to your dome.
Too late. Pilot, fire up the engine.
Yes, Captain.
I think there's just a scene of the ship going from farm to farm, dropping boxes off quickly. I'm assuming there wasn't anything specific you guys wanted to do on the farms.
You are breaking up a little bit, Chris, by the way. It sounds like you have a bit of a network lag. You're understandable, but it's like 10% packet loss, so just saying.
I understand why. So yeah, unless there's something you guys want to do on the farms, we can just montage you guys dropping stuff off, and you guys land back on the landing pad in front of Gingir's house.
All right. Yeah. 100%.
As soon as you guys land, the front door opens. His butler droid's got a cart that he's pushing full of bags, and Gingir's walking right next to him. He walks right up. They walk right up the ship. I'm assuming you guys have the landing bay open, and they walk right up the landing bay. Gingir. Oh, yes. Where is the executive suite?
It actually fell out of the ship when somebody opened our cargo bay doors.
Oh. It's unfortunate. So, where will I be staying then?
I believe our captain would like to discuss the payment for the first job before we take on the second job.
That'd be correct.
Very well. I believe our friend, they had already negotiated that. Is it not your first month in the new establishment?
Yep, that is correct. That is correct.
Very well.
I thought there might be a bonus for the work that we've done, the condition your packages arrived in, and Tazi would like to make a negotiation check.
All right. I'll go with that 2 reds and a purple and the black die again.
I do not get to negate the black die. Crap.
Finally. You have to roll a black die.
I'm going to spend a light side point for a success.
All right. To upgrade, you mean?
Oh yeah, I'll upgrade. I'll upgrade my last green to a yellow.
Okay.
Thank you.
We remember how to play this game.
Yeah. Your black die, blank.
At least, hey. Minor victory, you had to roll one.
So this is fun. 1 success. And 1, 2. One success, 1 advantage.
Okay. Well, yes, I could see. You did a good job. And he reaches over into one of the boxes right behind him. He opens it up. Have you, Captain, ever had a 20-year-old Lewy fruit Karrell whiskey chilled to the exact temperature of 3 degrees Celsius? He pulls it out and pours a glass and starts swirling it in front of you. Why don't we have Tazi make a discipline check? with 3 purple dice on this.
Oh my, this is not great. Tazi's discipline is 3 green.
All right. Well, it's even roll then.
I mean, yeah.
Chris, before
say
Michael
that.
makes that roll,
Boy.
Karrell is going to very gingerly reach out with the force.
Okay.
And she half closes her eyes and sinks into battle meditation. Okay, I got 5 light side points that I can spend. So, Michael, I'm going to give you... if you would like them, Michael, you may have 3 automatic successes.
Oh boy.
This is Michael with giving you. I believe Tazi with his turn of like resolve based on the conversation that has happened, he might be able to withstand it. But I also think that Michael should have a full, complete, and utter choice over whether or not Tazi can do it. But Karrell would try and back Tazi up.
I think.
Why don't you just roll and then
Yeah, I'm
tell us the result
Roll.
and don't tell us what your choice is?
I have 1 success and 2 advantages.
So you aren't swayed by it, but that doesn't mean you can't still take the drink, if that makes sense. You're not falling for his charms in a way,
I think
even though he didn't really use his charm. But
we will. Tazi will take the drink as offered,
Mhm.
and he will like have a toast with him.
okay,
We'll take a sip and then put the glass, like set the glass down.
it's good stuff. He says, "Well, shall we go? Our friend Wolrock does not like to be kept waiting, and I would like to get there and not be here."
There is a matter of payment for passage.
All right, very well. I will pay for your next month's rent.
Captain, is that amenable?
Yes.
Very well.
We have a deal, and I will show you to your room.
Thank you. After you, my lady.
Our next month's rent and docking services.
Very well. Agreed. Now, to the executive suite.
Indeed. And Karrell takes him down to the bunk room, which everything is freshly laundered and covered in plastic because nobody ever sleeps in there.
Yeah.
It's very clean.
Yep.
Super clean. But there's no amenities. The fresher is down the hall, back the way you came. And we serve meals at 9, 2, and 6. Ship's time.
Very well.
The galley is back down the hall, turn left, and then keep going past the hallway to the cockpit. It's basically where this room is, but the other side of the ship.
It is no surprise, but I am familiar with the layout of your ship.
I know, because all of the cameras that I've been going around and disconnecting for the past couple hours, you've seen all of them, so...
That I have. I appreciate your time.
And we appreciate your patronage. And Karrell shuts the door and heads up to the cockpit.
All right. Tazi's at the cockpit, I'm assuming. Karrell walks out.
Tazi is in the cockpit.
Right.
I gave the obsequious little womp rat your old room.
I mean, that's fine. I rarely use it anyway.
Yep, there's still plastic on the beds, so.
Were there enough amenities for him?
He seemed amenable. Amenable amenities. Amenities, amenable. You see,
That's fine.
There was a play on words. Anyway, why don't we head home?
Yeah. Why don't we? It's a weird phrase, but yeah, I mean, it's weird to call it home. Yeah, I guess we're going home.
As the ship is taken off, just as you're about to break atmosphere, A1 rolls up into the cockpit in quite a hurry. Bumps into Karrell because he didn't realize you'd be in there.
What? What's up, little buddy?
I figured it out.
What?
Who he is.
Who is?
Ginger. Yeah,
Right, he's Ginger Rose. He's a passenger. He's currently sleeping in Tazi's room.
right. But he said, I'm using part of his code.
Right.
Yeah. There's 4 people's code I've used.
Oh, he's your maker? He built you?
No, that I've learned.
Oh, okay.
That I used to do.
I was
Anyways,
very excited for a moment. Now I'm not so interested,
Yeah,
but you tell us.
10 years ago, there was a hacker that stole a bunch of money from. Anybody want to guess?
The Black Sun?
Yeah.
Was this when you
Yeah.
were an enforcer?
Might have been, but I don't remember. But
Okay.
he called himself the Firebug.
Are the fire suppression systems on the ship working, A1? Should we worry about that?
Yeah, no. Not because he likes to make fires, because he likes to bug them. And it caused them to panic. Anyways.
I feel like the firebug is the name for someone that starts fires.
Yeah, 100. I would totally think that that's more of like a pyromania type thing.
Well, he set fire to their operation. Financially.
I mean,
Okay, well that makes more sense.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem very like slicery though.
Well,
Why didn't he
I
call
don't make
himself
up names.
like Zero Chill or
Acid burn. Yeah, there'd be another
that's a
one.
stupid name. Only a moron would call himself Acid Burn.
Anyways.
Oh, Oatmeal Killer. No, I like oatmeal.
Oh,
How could oatmeal kill somebody? It's a very good food.
yeah.
Balanced in
Let's,
all your nutrients.
Are we ready to head to,
Yeah.
head into orbit?
I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we jump?
Yeah, why don't we go to hyperspace and we can workshop some... Okay, that's another thing we need to workshop names for, but let's maybe focus on our business before we come up with alternative names for Mr. Flamefly or whatever his name is.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, as Karrell said, let's head home. And Tazi keys in the coordinates and pushes up on the lever.
I think that's a good spot to stop.
It is indeed. Thank you, everybody, for watching / listening to this episode. I want to give a big thanks to our Patreons, especially in the office. I'm going to call out Kevin once again because he has been a never-ending source of entertainment for us in the chat. Yes, Oatmeal Killer, I'm being serious. And yes, Michael, would you please say Taserface for us?
Taserface.
There you go. Such a horrible name. That's actually our second Guardians quote reference for the night. I want to give a thanks to all of our Patreons. You'll see them streaming here just a little bit as we close out our episode. But before that, we're going to kind of go around the horn, and we're going to start with Chris. Chris, where can people find you on the internets when you are not here being our wonderful, wonderful GM and droids?
Twitter, Burlew_Chris. You can catch me every other Wednesday on detention for the RPG Academy. And then every other Thursday, I'm running Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen, also on the RPG Academy's Twitch page.
Excellent.
Wow.
Michael.
Well, you can find me on the show To Be Their Teens with Titans, which is a Power Rangers inspired audio drama. I play the character of Pan Vahan, the team's mentor. You can also see me. Well, I guess no. Most of my things are on hiatus right now. So in the fall, you'll be able to catch me on Chaos Inc. on the Identical Twitch channel, and then also back on Rook and Rasp doing the Dragon Age show, A Time of Mask and Daggers.
Excellent. And I'm Kaylee. You can find me on the onlines as @AnimeGirl. And you usually can find me here. If I'm not here, I'm over on the Identico Twitch stream where, as Michael mentioned, we are on Chaos Incorporated, which is currently on hiatus till Season 3 drops, which will be, I think we're looking at late July, August, something like that. So we're figuring that out. Yeah, and we will try and figure out why Chris's audio gets all staticky about an hour into this. That's really, really weird. Because it's coming through Discord staticky. So that's what's really weird. But again, we want to thank everybody for listening. We especially want to call out our wonderful Patreons who, without them, we wouldn't have made it 8 years at this point, because we are about to have our 8th birthday as a show. So, we just want to say thank you. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks, and everybody have a good night. Credits are rolling. I don't have audio going to this, so this should just have music playing. Can you guys hear me? Okay, just checking. I didn't switch over to the camera feed yet, so okay, now I can see you guys. Yeah, Chris, when you asked if everything was okay, I was like literally pulling up Michael's Discord channel to send him a message just to make sure. You sold the fuck out of that. That was really good. You doing no? Yeah. Oh, well, hey, what do you know? Enjoy that. Oh, they maybe just hear me.